Hi guys, so I thought I was done for the night, but I have one more little video I want to do on something that is hard to explain. It's not hard to explain. So years ago, I decided that after my breakup with my ex, I wanted to try different things. I want to think outside the box with dating, and I was really into Patty Stanger's Millionaire Matchmaker. I obsessed over this show. Like I was like, I want to be on this show so bad. I hope I can be a millionaire. I want to be on this show so bad. Even though a lot of stuff she was saying was like really patriarchal garbage, but it was entertaining, and a lot of stuff she was saying doesn't even apply to gay men. So anyway, that's a different subject. But just the idea of having someone, a matchmaker, come and match you with someone, I always thought was really fun and cool. And I was like, man, I need to try that. And after I broke up with my ex, and I was trying to bounce back and try to back into dating and stuff, it was really tough for me to start dating again because I don't think I was off the dating market for about 2.5 years. So it's weird because 2.5 years, things change really quick when it comes to dating. So I was out the game. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, okay, I need to try something new. So I figured, why not try matchmaking? So I went on there and typed up and researched and tried to figure out, okay, what would be a good matchmaking company, a business. And I found one. I won't say the name of this company because I'm gonna try to be as diplomatic as possible. But my experience with this matchmaking company was pretty awful. Man, and majority of the stuff came from the fact that I was black. Not the way I was treated, but just the type of men that I was being introduced to. So here's the general beginning of my journey with this matchmaking stuff. I think I did it for about a good 6-7 months until I was just stopped because it was not worth it and it was wasting money. So they have a plan where they get you with a matchmaker, and then you talk to a matchmaker, you talk about what you want, your preferences, what things that you desire in relationships, stuff like that, and then they match you up with people, I think 2 per month for the plan I was going to use. It was $50 a month. And they match you up with 2 guys. I'm like, okay. I figured in my mind, I was all hopeful, well, they have this huge dating pool of people, so I figured the odds of me finding a really cool guy would be really easy because I don't know, they had a lot of people, so I figured at least 2 guys a month would seem pretty easy to do, right? Just mathematically speaking, I thought that was an easy done thing. It wouldn't be taking long, so I thought a month or 2 I would find a great guy and start dating, but that didn't happen. So the initial conversation was really cool. He asked me a whole bunch of questions about myself and what I liked and what things I didn't like and things that are important to me when it comes to relationships and things like that. And even the portion about race, I was like, oh, I'm open to all races and stuff like that. So I figured that would make my chances a lot easier because it would be a whole bunch of people who, what I thought were more like-minded people who were just not so singular with their, racial preferences. So a lot of guys, it took the first couple of months, he would send me guys. They would be really cool, and then for some reason we never really were able to get onto a first date, and that happened quite a few times. He would match me up with some guy, and then I was like, oh, he looks great, we both were mutual interest, and it just wouldn't go anywhere. We didn't even get to the date part. So I started to notice that after a while I wouldn't hear from my matchmaker for a long period of time, and I was like, okay, what's going on? And I was like, you know what, I haven't been matched up with anyone yet, so I'm just gonna pay for this next month. He was like, okay, that's fine, that's fair. We haven't been able to match you, blah blah blah. So time went on. I didn't hear for a long period of time. I'm like, what's going on? Am I not this? What's the issue here? And he told me exactly what was the issue. First, it was the fact that I wasn't in shape. That was one issue. I was like, okay, I guess that's somewhat fair. I guess a lot of people in your dating pool is, very fit guys. But the other thing he said was really challenging was the fact that I was black. I was like, what? I didn't say what to him. I was like, oh, okay. But in my mind, what the fuck? Yeah, he was like, yeah, it's really hard to match people, of your demographic. I'm like, my demographic? So you mean tell me a lot of people aren't into so what that told me was, A, he didn't have a lot of black people in his database or people in part of his I guess his rotation or whatever inside his yeah, he have a lot of like black daters, and two, he didn't have a lot of people who were into black people in general. And then three, being fat, it was like, oh, here are all these things about Michael who makes Michael not desirable. How fun is that? So I think I'm like 2 months while talking to him. He said he's gonna come back to me when he had some people that were interested. Now, at first, it was just people within their daters that are part of their collective. Then he started to look outside the collective. He started looking outward. He would just go to like, I started to notice he said he was going to like every like dating site trying to like match me up with somebody, and the people that he started to like match me up with were like people that we had zero in common. They didn't meet any of the things that I asked for as far as like, you know, having things in common and being like none of the things that I was like really looking for in a relationship. These people did not have any of that really. The thing was they were interested in me, and that was it. Like I think he didn't really vet any of these people. So I ended up dating like 2 guys. Yeah, actually one guy that he tried to set me up with was actually engaged. So that was fun. And this other guy was still stuck on his ex. So that was fun too. And the last guy, it just didn't work out, unfortunately. We were in very different places in our life. Like, I was definitely trying to like establish myself. He was still trying to figure himself out, and we just didn't meet in the middle. So yeah, my experience with matchmaking was really awful, and I hate the fact that that was because of me being black. Like, I was so mad. Like, I'm like, this is just like, what the fuck? Like, you mean to tell me because I'm black, I'm like the least desirable in your dating database? Like, it just reminded me just how shady the gay community is, and just how little, like, I just feel like it's just such a like box we're in. Like, being black and gay is like you're inside this box at all times in every facet of life. And that matchmaking stuff was just like it was demoralizing. Like, I just felt like complete crap. So to say that, and I think after the last guy he sent me, we didn't work out. So that was it. I just cut my ties with that company because that was just really shitty. But just knowing that that's the thing, like just knowing that that's out there and it's really prevalent just made me just like, oh, like, this is just the worst. Like, I'm having issues trying to date within my race, and then I can't even date outside my race. It's just like, what am I supposed to do at this point? I just was, yeah, matchmaking did not work. If you're black and you're trying to find a matchmaker, don't even do it. Like, don't even waste your time. Like, most of them, I don't know, like, they're not really, it's messed up, but they don't understand how to service black people in this type of sphere. They're so used to dealing with only white people, so if a black person does come up and want to be a part of it, it's just, they're just not equipped at all to deal with this, or to even like service black people in this type of like sector. So I urge all black people who are trying to use a matchmaker, please find you a black matchmaker. Like, don't even try to find a company that's mainly like predominantly white, because you're going to find probably the same issue I had. Okay, so that's my story with my matchmaker. That was really shitty. Like, that wasn't fun at all. I could have saved that money. I think I spent like a $200 almost. But it was over time, but still, I could use that money towards buying video games or something worthwhile, versus going on shitty dates with guys who weren't like compatible with me. Ugh. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video on matchmaking. Stay tuned for another video eventually. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna go sleep for the night. I've done a lot for the night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.